everybody, what's going on? It's the Lemon King here, and today I'm going to be taking you through my Creative World mode, which was actually the first map I ever made on Minecraft a couple of years ago, and I still use it today. I want to take you through it just to let you guys know what I've already built in there, and to give you guys a thought of like if you want me to build anything special in there, put me up to the task to try to build something. I'm open to any suggestions, so please let me know if you want to see something built in the land anywhere nearby. There's multiple people building on this land, but they all run under my username. One thing I'm going to mention before I go into this: none of this was cheated to get. I did not use World Edit. I did not use anything. Every block was placed hand by hand. So nothing cheaty about this. Everything was built originally. So let me just turn the mobs off. They don't interfere with anything. But yeah, this is the place that I first built on. It's not my first spawn point, I'll get to that in a few minutes. But this is the first place I built. It is my master mansion. Now, it may not look particularly pleasing to anybody. It was the first time I played Minecraft, so it was a new adventure to me and everything that went on with Minecraft. But yeah, so this is my first mansion here in Minecraft. And let me go into the options here and go into the other settings and bump the chunks up a little bit, just because the computer can handle it, so you can get a little bit of render. But yeah, this is my first house I built. There's not really much in it, but we'll get to that in a second. But down here is my first dock I ever made here. Maybe there's a bunch of villagers. There's an underwater tunnel here that gets to somewhere. It's been a while since I've been here, probably about 2 years since I've been over here. But anyway, here we have a little observation post, nothing fancy, like I said, old. And down here is just another dock. In here, this was placed particularly here because it's a marine house and it actually puts over, I think, the sunrise. Just check. Yeah, it needs. So it does that. I'm over here. I'll explain this briefly. It's not much important. This is when my sister played. Yeah, it's kind of a ransack. She was experimenting with water and lava a lot. There's all kinds of different blocks placed there. There's floating stuff that blew up. And beyond here, over in that direction, there is a jungle out there, somewhere out that way, that my neighbor plays on. And my cousin got a hold of the game when I wasn't paying attention. I went to the bathroom, and he got TNT and blew up her entire tree fort all the way down to bedrock. So yeah, we moved her land away so she can have a fresh land to build on, which is another interesting story. We'll get to that in a minute. But under here is just a pathway to get to my villagers, which will be shown in a minute. In here is the portal to Nether. There's nothing really special in Nether, it's just another hub. Nothing special to go see in there. I don't know why this is here. This is the first place. If I want to open this to like public views, if I become more famous or something, and people want to see this map, and I let other people join it, that's where it all started as. In here there was animals, but they died by now. In here is a little roller coaster place. There's the quicker roller coaster, it's called the Volts, and there's the Wildfire, it's a little bit longer. But they take you to other parts of the map, it's all underground. Get down. Up here is just a tunnel to the red. It's a little quick tunnel, I had to get out of there. I don't know why it's there. Like, I can't remember some of this stuff I even built here anymore. But yeah, this is my diamond and gold palace. As you can see, underneath it is just a wavy lava structure. I didn't take time to go through and make it all keepy. But yeah, there's, back in the day, I used netherrack walls, books everywhere. I had a fireplace in here, but I started burning stuff down. Sand. I have some records in there. A little deck, but nothing really special. This was back before I had any clue about this game. I was like, alright, we're gonna start playing it. And now it's a lot different. But yeah, there's nothing up here, just a bunch of torches. We go up to the top here, there's a flag we built. And whoop, I see usage. Yeah. Okay, we'll just ignore that. Again, I'm for police. Okay. In here is a little observatory I built. Nothing special about it. Really big. It took a little bit. Here I was told to build like a little boat because there was a bunch of animals that escaped and fell down the bottom. So I built a little boat with a little pillar coming out of it. This is a pillar that I built because my sister built one over there that extended all the way up to the top, so I decided to match it, put torches in little layers, and it goes all the way up to the height limit on this map. Right, as you can see where the purple wool is and the red wool is, that's where the two roller coasters end after going all around the mountain. The next place I never really got to work on, I don't really remember where I put it. It's somewhere on here. But I was building an underground palace type thing that I really never really got into working on, so that wasn't much fun. This is a little villager cage here. I was experimenting with villagers building little houses. I don't know if they're even here anymore, but some sort. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while. Over here, my sister was experimenting with the mushroom stuff, mushrooms. And then you have these little roller coasters here. They just bring you over to my like FBI type island. I don't know what that is out there. Don't mind that. Like I said, everything was made block by block, so these bridges were made block by block, and you'll see the next bridge was a bit of a pain to make, but eventually got done. But this is like Mission Control Island. Just little headquarters. There's a lot of villagers that have speed potions all over the place, and that goes all the way down to Bedrock. Then on this date, this is when I finally finished this land that you'll see in a minute over here. It's my mainland. I finished it December 7th, 2012. So it's been a long time, but this bridge over here, you can tell about Earth, this bridge that I made by hand, block by block, all the way over. Quite a long bridge, took me a while, because this is actually where I first spawned, and I wanted to get back there and build on the land, because it was actually pretty cool. So, yeah, we're gonna get over here, I'll give you a tour of this, and we're almost done. It's actually quite there's a little bit more. This is a little dock I have here to set up. I made a book with a declaration I wrote around it. So those are scattered about the map. I have a lighthouse, I have a little mini boat. Here I have these scattered around the map right here, my little safe towers, and they are built with TNT in the walls, so that if there's ever an emergency that someone raids, I just have to flick the TNT and it'll blow up the entire thing. But they're normally near water. This is a big storage facility I made, just a bunch of like little storage units that everybody can go in and get a key to. Right here, this has been used as a New Year's thing because over here in the water, so that little line is right there. I built like big signs and I put TNT behind them, and on like New Year's Eve, I would do it, and then on 4th of July, I would blow up a sign, all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, it kind of just breaks the game completely, but it's fun. And also let new villagers out into the land. But this little zoo over here has been a little run down. I haven't taken care of it. I have the new packed ice and all kinds of different things. I had a Christmas spot on, so it doesn't really have any use right now. But this is where I celebrate my Christmas. This is only my second Christmas tree on this game, as you can see. And next year will be a whole new one on the 3rd. This is the President's Office, the Marquis Manor. And the Secretary and President's somewhere back there, probably behind the wall. Yeah, land its own president. That's just a place for villagers to hang out. In here is a little food crematory. It's yeah, you raise the food, go down the tunnel, and then you have places to spawn cows, chickens. Drown them, kill them, and if you press this button, you'll get your stuff. Same thing. I don't know why that pig's there. Oh god, Java. But in the spawn chicken platform, you spawn chicken in there, they'll drown. And when I'm ready to go, I don't remember how this used to work. I think I gotta do that. I don't remember. Anyways, there's a way to open the gates, but I haven't. This has been about a year or two in here. So yeah, over here, this is my first house I built on this land, just a little safe haven. This is my jail, and I also have a place for executions. I used to have a drop, yeah, I used to have a drop that goes straight down to nothingness and kills them. Now I mainly have this contraption where they stand on this platform and piston pushes them up. So yeah, over in this area, this is a little factory here for weapons and armor. I just used it as a fort, and it comes out of here. This is a school for medical needs. And this is where I was talking about. This is the first place I spawned. It's block right here. First spawn point. Game determined. That goes out to another land out there, and that's just my sign. And this game's turn down the focusing again. It's getting a little slow. With the recording and everything. But we go over here. This is the governor's office, and this is Congress. Nothing special about that. I built their own tree because I felt like it. Just because I can, and I felt like I can. This is a big glass building I made. It might be the tallest building I have. But now, the reason it's so slow is there's so many villagers on this land. Take a while to kill them all. This is one of my villages I have made. Small was the first one I built. The seaside. But yeah, every village is equipped with its underground base, and most of them have a hotel with them. Before we go on to the city, I'll go over to this village here. Another plain old village, and I built this little palace over on the side. And this is just a connection to my best friend's land, which will be mentioned later. One of my best friend's land. It'll be mentioned later. Yeah, this is just chapel underground, everything. This was a place for my little adventure thing I have on here. Which I'm not gonna go into detail about. I kind of maxed it out at one point. I just built an underground thing where they have to go in. Oh, I just dropped my bow. It's an underground thing where I have so many mob spawners, and once you flick the lever, it spawns like 100 some mobs into it. It's gonna get really hectic and laggy, but I set them a place to set their spawn. But yeah, this is my main city. Everything is really packed together in here. And there's all kinds of buildings. Every building you can imagine is in here. This is where they all kind of get stuck in. It gets really slow. They all try to get in that house there. That's why it's so laggy. I'll just go quick. This is the creator's house that we have. This is the house for all of us that have our separate rooms that play this map. Right here, this is my room that I use. This is one of my best friend's room. We're together there. And then this is my neighbor's room, and you'll see in a second. This is my sister's room. And the top is just a hot tub. Just to mention that briefly. Oh, I hate the lag. Man, let's not get out of this place. There's a Walmart and stuff. Stores, houses, a bank. The bank normally gets filled. I had to go killing like 100 villagers. So I got stuck in the bank. Yeah, we have a fireworks shop. Up here, a library. Just condo houses, a wolf store, and a clock tower. And just more forts. Over here I forgot to mention there's a little, I turned a ravine into a little passageway to get across the land, and it does work as a water elevator at the end, so it gets you back up. This is another village on here. It's a little bit more older. I didn't have much room to work with, so I decided to use the land, just made a little tiny village. This is also where the kindergarten and preschool school is. This building did take a while. It's our hospital. It burned down quite a few times. Because I have fire in there, and I didn't know why it was burning down, so I saw, yeah, the fire's catching on the wall. Duh. But yeah, here we got this escape route. I'm sorry if I'm going through this really quickly. I don't want to spend too much time here. Because it's so laggy. This building is a water and potion bottling company. And it's sent out to there. And yeah, it just goes down to a mine. But yeah. Moving over here, we have our school. That took a while to build. It's just a regular school and has all different kinds of classrooms in it. I think it's 3 floors and has the observatory. Another one of these big guard tower buildings. And a little use of that. This is one of my best friend's lands. I don't know, we met like 6 years ago. And she's one of my best friends. But she really doesn't, I haven't really got her into Minecraft yet. I'm trying, but she just won't connect to it. But yeah, this land is reserved in case she wants to go. If not, I'll give it to my neighbor. Yeah, I've known my neighbor for like, she's a girl and I've known her since we were babies. But yeah, my best friend. My girl best friend anyway. I don't know why she's not getting on. Okay, persuade her into playing Minecraft, but not everybody plays Minecraft. This is just to give an overview, this is my, I didn't really have much of a use for a jungle, but I decided to take care of it. And I built like little villages all around the area, like that. And yeah, I have like a big observatory tower if it comes into render here. Just like watching over everybody there it is. Just watching over everybody. I also have a emerald one over here. Yeah, it's just a bunch of villagers and everything. In their own little isolated tribes. Right there, the building with all the vines on it is my president's office, as long as the war veteran, or whatever, I don't remember his name is, war general. It's also in there. In here is my railroad track that gets over to my next land, which goes underwater. This was one of the hardest things I had to build, and I hated doing it, but it was kind of fun after you think about it. Alright. Now moving over into my more recent land. Alright. This is my most recent land. It's called Pimoslavia. This is my silver city. I just recently finished here before New Year's Eve. I had so many plans to get done before all my relatives came home, and this was one of them to finish this. And I finally did it, but it took forever because I took a little break from Minecraft. Over here's the Christmas tree I built for them. This was the first thing I built on the land. It's a little tennis court I tried building. It wasn't much of a success. Build your tennis, but I decided to try because I saw it. And coming over here, this is another village inhabited area. There's so many of them. I don't know how they got there because I not spawned that many in. But yeah, it's just a little more village. Over here is another village, more of a tribe. And down in here is where I log off for vacations and everything. Decided to get off and just leave them in there with all my stuff. Over in this land is my sister's land. She builds in it. It's kind of ransacked. There's tree houses and just weird structures. She's not really that good at building. But yeah. This is the World Compass Hall. I put little riddles in it to tell you, like, oopsie. Now it's but yeah, it just gives little riddles and shows you which way you're going based on the F3 coordinates. So this way, I'll tell you to go west facing this way, east that way, etc. This was the first village to actually spawn here, so we just isolated this and said, yeah, that's it. This is my president's office that is here. Pretty cool looking. There's a lot of villagers in the Congress Hall. And my president and my secretary is in there. And I'd like to bring this to attention. This was a really big project, a really long build project to make. It's my shipping distribution of this land. And basically what's inside of it, there's 2 floors. One of them, which is the bottom floor, which is used to ship stuff out. And it gets sent down here through minecarts all the way through the system. And gets eventually shipped. And they have to go through all the points like, what if something cannot be shipped? It has to go back through. And recertified, and yeah. So I had to think about all this stuff through, and then when it comes in, it goes upstairs and goes to recycles. There's employee lounges, there's ransack places. This is where the president of the company resides. Yeah, this is the entrance to the back. It's a gateway entrance. And just if you ring the doorbell, it's just a piston activating a no block. This is my wither arena. It took a little bit to build. You play with your friends, up to 5 people. You walk in, put the wither heads down, and on the podiums, and you face the withers. And you have to rebuild it when you're done. That's the only thing. But I built their special chests all around and traps and everything. And you can play 1 to 3 withers. And that. Coming over here is my little shop area. Just trading with villagers. Some of the villagers escaped. I haven't had time to fix them. Yeah, that's all this is. Over here is where my cousin got a hold of my neighbor's other land when she built a whole nice thing here, and he got a hold of it and stuff blew up. So I just isolated from the rest. I asked her if she wanted to keep building on this land or she wanted a new one, and I showed her this grassland over here, which my cousin once again got a hold of at New Year's because I walked away. I should have learned by now, but no, apparently I didn't. Yeah. It's kind of funny in the one aspect, but I feel sad about her land getting destroyed. Over here is another village I built here. It's just a small one. And yeah. Before we get over there, over on this land, is a little shopping. It has all the blocks in the game. You put in your order, it gets sent out, and it gets brought to you. And over here will be the next land. It's a work in progress yet. I haven't started yet. I took a little break from this world just to get ready to make YouTube videos. It's going to be called Crosstown. It's going to start here. Let's build around. This is her new land that I let her build on. I helped her out a little bit. This is her farm that kind of got destroyed. My cousin got a hold in, blew up her house of TNT. And just put in the stuff here. But this is still aligned. She's not the greatest Minecraft player. But I'm thinking about buying her Minecraft just to be nice and help her out. She wants to play it. She's interested. So over here, which is the last thing I'm going to show you guys on this world, is the next step after this. So to the side of this desert is a little bit smaller. There's no real use for it. It's going to be the Pemoslavian outskirts. Over here, just another desert, and I'll build stuff, the big land area. And over here is where me and my neighbor will share land. And I don't know what I'm going to do over here yet. This is going to be interesting. What I'm going to do with the snow, but that's a whole another area away. I'm looking forward to getting into the Crosstown and the Pemoslavian outskirts. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and comment if you have any ideas for me to build anything or any gameplay things you want to see me do. Like I said, my sister plays this as well. She has her own computer, so I would have to copy the map over. And my neighbor also comes in here and plays. And my girl best friend also. I have to get her into it. She doesn't like it right now. She's not really into video games that much. But I'm trying to get her into the Minecraft spirit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please comment. Give me ideas what I should build here. And I'll look through them and pick out if there's anything interesting I see. And of course, liking and subscribing will put you first. And it'll put me thinking, like, oh, you enjoy this? Then I'll do it for you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later, people. Bye.